Surprise! The series isn't actually dead! Hello everybody, this is Draconic Gamer here, today bringing you another episode of the Pokémon White 2 Randomizer Nuzlocke. Last time we took down Getsus and the rest of Team Plasma, potentially for good, and now we've made our way to essentially the portion like right before Victory Road, but also where Victory Road is. You get the deal, it's essentially just one big Victory Road. Anywho, as for any notable differences, as you might see, JJ the jet plane is in fact here with us. The reason being that we'll need him for something a little later, and also, if I can, oh, it already says it down there, we had a couple soul dues lying around from me just grabbing random things, so I was like, well, now he essentially does nearly as much damage as a Kaiba of Choice Specs does, with the added benefit of being able to choose whatever you want. Of course, this moveset could be a bit better, but, you know, whatever, that's a bit semantics at the end of the day. So, let's just get this thing started, huh? It's been a while. Oh my, it's the spooky battle theme. Your Pokemon must be really something, we're here on Route 23. Or let's say 22. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so let's see what the first battle of the day is against a singular Pokemon, a Cacturn. Okay. 56. Oh, hold on, wait, are those... I want to try to just get into the episode of it here, considering the time that it has been. So, like, I just want to kind of, like, immediately hop right into the thing. I am now, admittedly, a bit worried, especially because, while it's been, like, a couple months since I've last actually done this, it still has, I still did grinding, at least a little bit. At the very least for a, you know, JJ to catch up, because he was like around like 40 or like the high 40s or low 50s, like back last time, if memory serves me. So I did that. Alright, this is still a good matchup. Yeah, 56. Yeah, alright. Yeah, because Ghidorah is a little always try to have the starter be at least one level higher than everybody else, as I think I mentioned that before. It's just something I like doing since, you know, it's a starter Pokemon. I feel like if there's a Pokemon that deserves to be of like a higher level than everything else, it should probably be the starter. That's a weird personal thing for me, but like, you know, it's just something I like doing, since I just think it's neat. Anyway, let's finish off this copy Regis in the crunch. Our ability, we lost Levitate, but that should be fine unless they have a ground type. Even then, that could potentially lead us into getting some good stuff. Vertic, that is... Well, okay, we're forced to switch out. But alrighty. Now, this is when Kaiba would be pretty handy, not going to lie. Team does not do great against Ice. I mean, that was, if memory serves me, part of the reason. Oh, I wonder if there's Slush Rush or not. But or if that existed yet as of Gen 5. But yeah, you know, that's part of the reason I even took JJ out there to begin with. And you'll see why he's here specifically in a bit. But even then, I thought, considering he was literally like the third Pokemon we ever had on the team, it makes sense to bring it back in this once more time in terms of someone who's deserving of screen time. Just speaking of, hold on. Let's put the... I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna be here for, truth be told. But yeah, we'll put a Jotaro up front. Why not? Ghidorah's our level of 57, so we can just continue on. Dodge that guy, which I do not mind. There's a house over there, and I'm curious about that. So, oh, I guess I'll also mention, as for the goal of, oh, there's the grass. Oh, hold on, what's your deal?
Oh, I wasn't expecting a visit in a place like this. This is the least I can do. Take this.
Woo! Flamethrower, okay.
I kept challenging the Pokemon League and I kept losing. Now it's just one Pokemon and me. I really can't kick the bucket.
I mean, to be fair, that's a strong Pokemon you have there, pal, so good on ya. Anyway, Flamethrower, that's a really good TM. Shocked it took us that long to actually get it. So, alright, let's not have... Jotaro should be fine up front, I guess. Let's get our encounter, huh? It's been a while since we've done that, so... And by a while, I mean like a couple months. So let's do this thing, huh? Any second now. Any second now. It's gonna happen. There we go. Staravia. Do I... Oh... Do I have that? Oh, wait. I don't have a Staravia. The Staraptor, I mean, do I? Sorry to already have to slow down the pace of the episode here a slight bit. But sometimes you just have to be, when you haven't played a video game for a while and you have a very specific rule set going on, you just kinda have to be sure, you know? Mr. Raptor. Yep, that's a dupe. That's a dupe. Okay. Alright. Yep, sorry about that, gang, but we got to reroll, so, you know, had to be sure. In fact, I have down the image open of all my other Pokemon, so we're gonna keep that open for a minute as we give this another shot. We kill Lakitu! Oh, thank God! I found that. Thank goodness! I actually bothered, like, opening the thing just to be safe. Oh, that's grand. That's actually grand. Okay. I don't want to kill that. But I want to get rid of Fairy. No way a strength kill. Ooh, it is a Machamp. It is a Machamp. Low sleep isn't very effective in motion speed. And then we can have, yeah, then Clefairy can just be obliterated that way. So, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, so, you know, it pays off to be careful in terms of, hey, what stuff have you caught before, huh? Oh, I should have really done that prior to this, because that was just a waste of time a bit. Again, I'll cut around it, but still. Okay, there we go. Low sweep. Yeah, okay, it was a good thing it didn't do strength then. That did more than I would have preferred to do, so... Alright. I mean, we've been very lucky in regard to legendary Pokemon, so... Yeah, let's see. Come on, first try. First try. 1, 2, 3... Gotcha! There we go. Woohoo, baby! That's another legendary and/or mythical. I'm pretty sure this one counts as legendary to the pile. Neato. Will I ever use it? It's hard to say. And you already heard me refer to it as what it's going to be named as this thing is just quite literally a buff Lakitu. Funnily enough, if I'm not mistaken, there is an anniversary art for like one of Mario's like anniversaries, and with it. What happened was that they had I think the Pokemon company, or like, you know, there's like official art that made where it's like, oh, it was like the box art for Mario 1. We're just gonna, there we go. It was the box art for Mario 1, right? And the deal with it was that, you know, they replaced it with Pokemon, and like all the Mario characters of Pokemon, and, you know, Pikachu, obviously that was Mario, Blastoise was Bowser, I'm pretty sure Diancie was supposed to be Peach. And interestingly, I also bought a lot of good stuff in between when I was grinding a bit for the money. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I just kind of have these, huh? Oh, okay. Nope, you're fine. And, you know, obviously for I forget what the spiny was. I wish I remembered that, but essentially for Lakitu, it was like Tornadus, or one of the other genies maybe. It might have been like Thundurus or Landorus, but I'm pretty sure it was Tornadus. Or even if, again, I was incorrect with that, it was still at least on the genie, so can't be too far off, all things considered. Alright, this is also a good matchup, and that's annoying. That's also kind of threatening, even, considering Jotaro's high attack stat. Jotaro, if you could please, thank you. That is that is lucky. Not gonna lie, because Tauros can be a bit scary. Luckily he's in Generation 1, but you know, still Swampert. I don't want to risk being in here. You're gonna go for a water move. You have a chance of having an ice move, even then you're most likely going for a water move. Actually, I don't even know if you can learn that normally, but like, cause I know it can at least learn stuff like Ice Punch. I think Ice Beam. I also think, but either way, we have your literal only weakness, so get obliterated. Thanks, Flowey. I'd be shocked if you survived this. I mean, you might have an item because it's late in the game? Okay, no. Though I guess to be fair, typically in Pokemon, it's kind of rare that trainers have items, like, at all, a lot of the time. Which I don't necessarily mind. Like, I do kind of wish that at least boss trainers like got a bit more in that department. Well, I really should have bought like lesser heals than Cypher Potions. Maybe that was a bad idea. But you know, like I kind of wish that, because like in this game, for example, right? Oh my god, Getsus, and alright, as his Hydreigon has like a life orb, so like but you know it's like 1 to 3 times. And I think also hard mode they have items, maybe. Oh, this is a bad matchup, but this is not a great matchup, but Like, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it, but yeah, there's a chance of that. So, you know, take that as you will. And I kind of wish that more boss trainers had items in Pokemon in like a general sense. Like, I'm not necessarily thinking that Pokemon should be like a ROM hack difficulty game. Like, I'm chill with it being comfy, but I do think like at least like the champion team or like a couple later gym leaders and stuff should have like more held items and whatnot. Like I think a good example of that is like with the BDSP. I think that game really did pretty well, all things considered, with a Cynthia and like the Elite Four for that, because like they were genuinely like pretty tricky. Like that was the first time I've also ever lost to Cynthia before, since technically it was the first time I've ever fully played through. That's not true. No, I played through Platinum like a little bit before that. I'm pretty sure, like in preparation for BDSP. But the first time I've ever actually lost to Cynthia was in BDSP because I got too worried about her Garchomp potentially having Poison Jab or Iron Head, which it did have Poison Jab, by the way, which is something I was happy about because I was hoping that they'd mess around with the movesets to make sure that it didn't just get owned by a random Fairy-type Pokemon. So again, I think that was a good change. But what happened was, instead of just sending out my okay, that's blocked off my guy. Instead of like sending out my Togekiss to immediately deal with it. Oh, we're here. Oh, speaking of actually, you came. The Pokemon League is just past Victory Road. Pokemon battles do nothing more than hurt Pokemon. That's how I understood it, and that's why I hate the battles. But it's not that simple. Pokemon battles decide winners and losers. It's true. Yet they do so much more. Your Pokemon, you, your opponents, and their Pokemon. Everyone can see how wonderful things the others have to contribute. That's right. Accepting differences, different ideas, different beings change the world like a chemical reaction. Pokemon battles are like a catalyst, a small component that lead to big changes. My friend Reshiram taught me that. And it's from that formula I've derived from traveling the world. I want you to think of yourself what it means. Here, take this with you. The new Victory Road that has areas that only is accessible with waterfall. I wish I could read better. Anyway, HM05 waterfall. Yes, if it's your Pokemon and you'll get past the Pokemon League and recognize your own truth. That's what I see in store for you. Thank you, best character ever in Pokemon. So, you might have thought about it already, some of you, but JJ's also needed because I needed a Pokemon that can naturally learn Waterfall because of the whole every Pokemon learning every single TM and HM thing. And yeah, I kind of sort of needed a way to because again, I want to play by the game's rules. I'm not going to teach something that can't learn a move, at least purposely anyway, like an actual move, like learn that. Because I want to try to make this as normal as possible, barring the whole every Pokemon is random thing. So we need a Pokemon that can do Waterfall. But even then, I still thought that even if I don't have JJ on the end team for, assuming we can get to the champion battle anyway, because that's still, you still have to get through Victory Road, but you know, assuming all that can go well anyway, that's kind of the goal in all this. So, you know, yeah. I did need something with Waterfall. What was I talking about before? Crap. Something Pokemon, something. Oh yeah, Hell items and whatnot. Yeah, because the first time I ever lost to her, I was, instead of just sending out my Togekiss to at least get some good damage on there and potentially survive a super effective hit, I kind of got spooked and made the great decision to send out my Gyarados first to intimidate it, which, to be fair, I do think that is a smart decision, like, objectively speaking, you know, to lower its attack first, and, like, then just go about it that way. The problem is that I was unaware that the thing had a, sword stance, and despite my Gyarados having a lonely nature and, I would presume, pretty strong, like, attack EVs and whatnot, it kind of got sword stance swept, and then I tried sending out Togekiss, and then I got poison jabbed, and then everything just kind of fell apart immediately, and I was like, oh, okay. Because even then, like, and that's not even say that the... Ooh, okay. Keep in mind. Doesn't even say that, like, the rest of, like, the fight wasn't necessarily a bit of a challenge, because I purposely led with, I chose Chimchar as my starter, specifically because... Well, I just like the fire type, but what I meant to say was, I led with Chimchar because of for whenever, like, there's, like, a Hall of Fame thing in the Pokemon League, I like having, like, the starter be the... Wow, how did I get lost in this? I like having the starter be in the front of the party, so, like, it's, you know, it's the lead spot. Like, it's a sentimental, sure, but, like, I do quite get attached to them, so, you know, I kind of can't help it in that regard. And so I wanted the starter be front and center. And of course, obviously, Cynthia always leads a Spiritomb, which is not the best matchup for Infernape for a multitude of reasons, since, you know, fighting doesn't hit Ghost, and fighting is also weak to Psychic, so... Not great, not gonna lie. We're just gonna... top ourselves off a bit there, you know? Yeah, there... Oh, we can... Ooh, okay. There we go. I just bought a lot of stuff. There we go. We just wanted to think about it. Thank goodness for random items too, huh? But yeah, I just made a dumb mistake in that, and which again, purposely, I put myself at a bad spot purposely, just so I can, you know, have my little sentimental thing, and I kind of, well, I paid for it, frankly, but oh well. I still, and even then, honestly, the worst part was the ooh. Well, this is a new area as well. Hold on. Call me. Hold on. I want to be sure that this counts as a new spot, because I'm pretty sure there's wild Pokemon there, and because this is technically, I just want to be sure that this counts as a victory road. Hold on. Like, this whole one area counts as that, to be safe. Route 23, so I was paying attention. Yes, okay, so this is a new area. Alright, just want to be sure that counted. Anyway, as I was trying to say. Yeah, it was the Milotic, oh my god, I forget what Pokemon I had battling that, but it was literally like 15 minutes, and it was truly awful, because it had like the whole like Flame War Marvel scale thing going on. And it was just, yikes. Like, oh my god, it was obnoxious, and it took so long, and then to be hit with the Garchomp was just, oof. So, you know, that was something. But even then, still, I think a really fun fight. And plus, I think another thing I really like about BDSP in like a general sense is that wow, I made a 58. I made a bad choice for this. Maybe it's time for JJ to get some action. All right, hold on. But yeah, let's go with JJ. But you know, because I do think a thing with that, right, is another thing with BDSP is I like how everything was like kind of revamped moveset wise. How much does that do? It's a strong move. Okay. Like, you know, it was like revamped moveset wise and all that. And like, for example, like a Rourke? I forget his name, but like the first gym leader who's like the mining guy who is like the Cranidos is his ace. He's like bulldoze on the thing. I don't know. And I'm aware that bulldoze is not like a stab move or anything, but even so, like, that still is a, fire attack, okay. Is that really your best move against me? I would love to Thunder Punch you, but I don't know what this thing has, so... Fire attack should be fine though. Oh, I guess also Solu, by the way, this is before they nerfed it, so it still has like a 50% boost in like special defense as well, so JJ is like also incredibly tanky too. But yeah, so it's like, oh my god, now I just kind of got off my rocker talking about that for a bit. Good job, JJ. But, man, I need to really just keep my train of thought in order when I'm talking. So, yeah, he had like bulldoze. Yeah, there we go. I'm back to now. He had a bulldoze, and like, which is just, I mean, relative to like the first gym, like that's just kind of strong though. I don't need to say it right now, but like all things considered, like, and I think stuff like that is a good way to like make Pokemon battles more interesting. It's just, you know, give them better, like, you know, give them better EVs and like movesets and whatnot. Like I still think it's weird that anything past like the second gym. Oh, here's our encounter, by the way. Okay. Moobat. This was a... Yeah, this isn't a dupe either. Okay, I guess this is our final encounter then. Neato. I think Boobat's pretty cute, you know? It's a nice little fella. And yeah, no, it is definitely... It sure is not a duplicate. Alright. Get in the quick ball. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. There we go. Works every time. Ignore the Zubat, like, way during, like, episode 2 or whatever. that guy, Jesus, like, Latios is easy catching that. Okay, what do I name you, though? I mean, I know you're a girl, and to my knowledge anyway, the character I'm going to be referencing with this name is a dude, at least to what I'm aware of, but, you know, still. I think that they're neat. So, let's count Coffin, which I'm pretty sure both is spelled with a K, like for their case, from TS Underswap, because he was a funny guy. Where is... And there we go. Technically, it's Count Coffin K, but whatever. Like, it's fine. We have limited, we have limited characters that we can make use of, okay? Alright, time to actually employ the use of the classic Max Repel. Where is it? And here's a... fun having a large inventory, here to say. Especially because when a lot of it's just that I sometimes just there we go. Blatantly don't notice it. There we go. Alright, let's contender through here. That leads to the start. So let's not go there. Who's in front at the moment now? Okay, Double Sunday, that's fine. I would like Double Sunday to get more EXP if possible. I mean, I want them all to get more EXP, but like, you know what I mean. I feel like it would not hurt. Strength. Come on now, Jotaro. But yeah, I feel like stuff like that is a good way of making Pokemon like more difficult battle-wise than a like just like going full-on ROM hack mode, which I do think that the BDSP Cynthia fight is probably the closest that Pokemon's ever gone to that. Like, Ultra Necrozma is arguably more so. What I feel like it's like in the same vein as like it's like not vein, like same. Oh, okay, this is a great match. Great matchup, but a like in the same like vein as like what a legendary encounter would be like in a ROM hack of some sort, and you know like that seems like the light version of that. Like, I've seen some Pokemon ROM hack stuff. Oh boy, it looks like something. That's for sure. Some of them they look really fun though. I mean, who knows? Maybe at some point we'll get around to playing one of those. This is alright. Bad matchup. Because I do think that they genuinely do look like a really fun. So. Oh, wait, can't you learn replayed? Oh, no, hold on. Hold Magma, please, don't, please just be fine. Protect, that's fine. I guess smart move on your part. Wow, we just went for it twice. Okay. Annoying, but sure. Wow, he got the second time. Protect has a smaller chances of working every single time, by the way. So, that was neat. Anyway, get out of here, pal. I'd be shocked if you survived this. There we go. But yeah, like stuff like that. And I'm not even saying that like everything needs to be like that either for Pokemon, but you know, like I think at least like later in the game, stuff like that would be pretty neato. Not going to lie. And this still counts as Victory Road. Let's see. Item around this way. I wonder if there's a hidden grotto. Ooh. If I ever need more money. I know where to fly back to. So I want to keep an eye out for that, because like I feel like there. Oh gosh dang! I feel like there has to be a hidden grotto somewhere in Victory Road, and if there's like a slight chance you can just eke out one more Pokemon into the party, that would be great. Oh my! I mean, this is a great matchup, assuming I didn't switch my Pokemon around without realizing it. But okay. I think this is the first time we've ooh, okay. That's scary. I think this is the first time we've encountered a Hydreigon in the playthrough, or possibly even like the entire evolution out of like the entire evolution line, because like it's certainly, at least to my memory, I don't remember ever fighting another Hydreigon. I could be wrong. We like had a mirror match at some point, but like you know, at least to my memory, Lantern. Yeah, we can say that. I guess that's fine. There's better for that. No, to be safe. Come on up, Flower. Shouldn't have any ice moves, I would assume anyway, but, you know, yeah. Aqua Ring, that's okay. That's minuscule amount of healing, if memory serves me, which I think it does, so let's just see how this goes. You'll probably live because you have a lot of HP. Like, I don't remember your defense specifically, but I think it's like Signal Beam. That's worse than Ice Move. That's worse than Ice Move. That's okay. Alright, we outspeed it, so... Okay, great. Oh my god. I was so, like... Okay, that was a close one, not gonna lie. Thanks, Breckett was your name? Alright, thanks for the scare there, the Signal Beam. I remember... There's some memories involving the Signal Beam. I'm, like, kinda... Like, I think we encountered, like, a Porygon Z one time, and that really took down Ghidorah in one hit. At least brought it, like, to lower than half HP. So, yeah. Alright, wanna... Okay, I don't see one. There has to be a Hidden Grotto. I would like at least one more Pokemon, like, like, hopefully, yes please. I don't know which way to go, so we're just gonna go on the bridge, because that feels safer. Let's... Because I need the EXP as well. I do genuinely need the EXP. That would be good. Alright, Magma, you're up. You are also at 56, so let's have you combat this veteran trainer, I think, is your trainer class. I'm pretty sure. Did I mention it's been a couple months since I last played this? Veteran Cactus is Hypno. Okay. That's fine. It's the creepypasta Pokemon. Or, I guess, also more specifically, the Friday Night Funkin' Pokemon, because those two things kind of go hand in hand. No shade, by the way. I think that the Hypno mod looks actually pretty neat. It's not like the tape. A lot of effort put into it. Like, and some of the songs are pretty bangers, too. Alright, so this should take this out, though, and be fine. Oh, I guess also, speaking of, current conversation topics as well, as the Keto... Gosh dang it, Gyarados. Cool feller, but, not the best matchup, all things considered. To keep the whole little combo going, it shouldn't have Hurricane. The reason that kind of spurred me into recording again was okay. I dislike that a lot, but that we should... You have higher special than physical defense. Why is it oh, I don't know what... You have Intimidate, you don't have Swim or anything like that. Okay, that's scary, but get out of here, pal. Was today of recording this, a little Pokemon Presents happened, and while 90% of it was just kind of literally updates to insert mobile thing here, with essentially few exception. I think one thing of note that I do that did happen was that we're finally getting Pokemon Z, or specifically Z, like ZA, like I don't really know like how I'm supposed to, like ZA or like Z-A, like, and I guess for those who don't know, way back in like Pokemon X and Y, like oh god, that was a while ago, there was supposed to, like, you know, X and Y happened, but there's no third version of the game. They just went straight to Sun and Moon because of like some real world stuff going on that had them just kind of be like, we probably shouldn't have some of the material in that, because it was like, I think it's like a natural disaster thing or something. And so recently, you know, yeah, they actually are using the concept again, which is surprising because I am probably every single other person in, like, somewhat of the know when it comes to Pokemon. All expected there to be some Gen 5 thing, like a Gen 5 remake, or, like, well, yeah, a Gen 5 remake, or a Legends Kyurem, because, which I was really hoping for, originally, because, Kyurem's lore is, like, there's, like, I probably mentioned this before at some point. Ooh, a rare bone. Another cell. Oh, hold on, there's a double team. I'm just gonna set up for that. Cause like for the whole deal with Kyurem in a Black and White 2 is that like the reason he's able to fuse with Reshiram and gosh dang it, with Reshiram and Zekrom is because they were originally part of him, and I thought it would be neat to see. And originally they were all three of them were one entity. So, you know, given that Legends Arceus took place in the gosh dang it, it took place in the past. Great matchup here. I was like, hey, that would be pretty neato if they could explore that concept of Unova, the best region, and they do that there, which they didn't do, which I'm kind of was like a bit bummed about. But that completely changed when I saw that they were making a Legend game for X and Y, which I like Gen 5 more than 6, but even then, the fact that it's also, like, giving us more information, or at least I would assume... Oh, okay. Or at least I would assume more information in regard to a, like, you know, like Yveltal Xerneas, which might even get new forms, considering that Zygarde has, like, 100% elite form, so... You know, like, they could, like, have those can have, like, new forms as well, potentially, which I think that would be really cool. Like, there's, like, a lot of potential with that. And even past that as well, Mega Evolution's back, so I'm hoping my boy Hydreigon gets something after his atrocious Paradox that they gave him in Violet. Like, what were they thinking? He should have been a past Paradox, firstly, because I guess hot take, they're cooler. Hate to be that guy, but, you know, the past Paradox were just kind of, at least in my opinion, they're a bit cooler than the future ones. And it kind of bummed me out that Hydreigon was a future one, and that said future one was also kind of not great, like, as a Pokemon, like, actually using it. And, like, I'm not even someone who gets really too hung up on that. Like, something I've noticed is that a lot of my Pokemon teams end up having strong Pokemon on them, and a lot of the time that isn't even purposeful. Like, with Generation 9, I had the funny Salt Man on my team. Oh, I should've... Well, okay. I guess it is no longer a double battle. I had, like, the funny Salt Man on my team. You know, I would eventually get Roaring Moon because I thought it was the... to be fair, Roaring Moon is one I should have expected being pretty strong. And I kind of knew that one because, I mean, it's Roaring Moon, you know? That one it's Roaring Moon, so what am I supposed to say? Like, Skeletor is also quite competitively, like, in that world, it's surprisingly quite good. I thought that grass types were affected by, I guess it's powder moves. Does that not count? I don't know. But this is interesting thus far, this battle. There we go. Good job, Flowey. But yeah, and past that as well, like, and some other ones too, that for some reason I'm currently blanking on, and I hate that I'm blanking on, because it's like, I obviously, like, I know what my Pokemon team was, but now it's like, why can't I remember? Like, out of all the times, like, not to remember, so I'm actually trying to explain something, but like, a lot of them just happen to be that one, because it just happens to be that, like, a lot of the ones that I see as, like, cooler designs end up as, like, the stronger ones of the bunch. And, like, you know, it's not even me trying to purposely do that, so, like, I don't really care. Like, for example, in XY, when I played that for the first time, that should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. When I played XY for the first time, I used the Love Disc, and when I mean I used the Love Disc, I originally got it because, like, I needed something with Surf, like, you know, to actually go in the water and whatnot. However, I just kind of ended up using it as, like, a legit Pokemon, purely for the reason that that I just liked it. And I know, like, that's, like, insane, right? Oh, someone unironically used Love Disc for, like, an actual party member, someone not using something, but yeah, it's true. And you know what? It was pretty effective. I don't know what was up with that Love Disc. Maybe I got lucky with, like, IVs and stuff like that. But that thing kind of tore through a bunch of stuff. Like, its Ice Beams, super strong, though. I remember one-shotting a lot of things. And, like, yeah, this is a neat little Pokemon. And at the time, I didn't know that Love Disc was, like, hilariously weak either. So, like, that was, like, a completely new thing for me in regards to that. So, like, again, like, I just kind of choose the one that, like, you know, Love Disc has really won something Surf, but, like, you know what, it grew on me a lot, and, yeah, just a cute little guy. Anyway, I guess, well, okay, I didn't mean to click that. Alright, well, whoopsie. That's annoying, I misclicked the Z button with the Windows button. I'll have to cut that out. But yeah, but it's just, like, really hyped, too, because I think the thing with Arceus is in contention for my second favorite as my second favorite Pokemon game. It's actually kind of I forget if you have Levitate it or not, but I feel like just to be safe, I'll stop the Hydreigon. But you know, like, as, like, a Pokemon game, it's, like, contention is, like, my second favorite between that and Scarlet. My first favorite is actually this game with Pokemon Black and White 2, and I think the thing is that I think that Pokemon Arceus has the best overall gameplay of, like, the series and stuff, and I don't really think there's that much of a necessarial competition. I mean, I think Scarlet's also up there, and I think Black and White 2 are very well refined for everything that came, like, you know, as like for classic Pokemon in terms of design. And you know, like I do genuinely love those a lot. Like they are good, very good. And yeah, but like the thing with Arceus is that for like that was like the biggest like breath of fresh air had like Pokemon in like a long while. And I'm not even someone who is like, oh, I think that Pokemon's grown super stale or whatever, right? Which I know that like I just went and said that, oh, I thought it was like a massive breath of fresh air. But like gosh dang it. I should just kept going deeper in the cave. But oh, next in class member. But you know, like, I like Sword and Shield. I liked all of the games. I really, like, really the closest I think I've ever been to disliking a Pokemon game is Pokemon Crystal, because of, like, a lot of, certain, gameplay aspects in terms of the general design of it. But even then, like, I feel like the Pokemon is, like, a series, is, like, for at least the main games anyway, they're games that I'll always enjoy, like, things I'll end up enjoying, like, the adventure through, even if some of them I feel are a bit rougher than others. And Arceus was like, oh, it was just so good. Like, I think also visually, like, not counting, like, I think it's also the best looking, wow, this is just a random trainer here. Like, I think, aside from, like, some, like, like, this game, for example, which I do think is still the best looking Pokemon game, I think that Arceus is, like, my second favorite Pokemon game visually, since, like, which I hot take, because a lot of people think that Arceus looks like garbage, but I'm like, really? Like, I know it's not, like, realistic or anything, and it's, like, it's going for, like, a cel-shaded look to it, or whatever, like, for, like, the graphics and whatnot, and it's, like, a particular art style, but, like, that's, like, the best-looking Pokemon game, like, in years, or, we don't have to go that way, like, years was Arceus, at least what I thought, and granted, beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder. I don't have Flash, I don't know if this is required, either, uh-oh. Let's head left first to be safe. Yeah. So I don't remember needing any Flash to get through a specific part of the cave. But yeah, I thought Arceus looked phenomenal. Like, I'm not saying it looked as good as something like Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild or Xenoblade or the Origami King. Don't compare this to the Origami King. That one's like hyper stylized, so that's like a bit different. But I do think that I do think that was easily the best looking 3D Pokemon game to date. Like, without a second thought. This is a mixed matchup, but I feel like Jotaro could physically tank one hit, so it should be fine. Is that physical or special? Doesn't matter. But okay. But yeah, but like I generally think that and I think the gameplay of it was really. I'm gonna swap it out now though, because yeah, I thought that was good. I mean, Crobat's surprisingly bulky, so I should have maybe seen that coming a bit. But still, especially given that it's one level above the Jotaro itself. Whew. Anyway, that's what I was trying to say. But like, so I thought that was like the best looking Pokemon game forever. And I'm not even someone who was like complained about. Okay, we're fine. Double Sunday, you're fine. So you like complained about the graphics and Sword and Shield, despite yes, the tree, that one tree doesn't look the best. Even though I think it was people are typically, with the exception of, let me throw that out there too, so I'm not coming off as like it was like just like trying to. I think there are things to criticize about Pokemon, like with some visual stuff or whatever. But I do think that that people tend to be a bit hyperbolic in regard to Pokemon's graphical fidelity a lot of the time. Which isn't to say that you shouldn't necessarily want more, right? I mean, I get the whole highest grossing multimedia franchise in the world type thing, right? That is completely understandable, and I would like them to look better too, but I do generally think that, at least for me, they look fine. And I thought the Arceus looked genuinely good. Though granted, I also thought that Sword and Shield looked good too. So, you know, you can take that as you will, I guess, as some Pokemon hot takes, I suppose. But yeah, like, Arceus, I'll just use a couple Hyper Potions for this one. We have 76 of these things lying around, soon to be 74. Okay. That was odd. Okay. That was really odd. Why is the game lagging so much? I don't know. Okay. 3DS, stick with me here, huh? Okay, there's Splash Plate. But yeah, and even like the gameplay too, like something I've dreamed of forever with Pokemon is actually throwing the Pokeball at a Pokemon. Like, just being able to actually huck it. Like, I'm not, like, oh my god, I'm really just going down deep in the Pokemon hot take territories of this, but, like, I'm not someone who really wants Pokemon to go down the route of you throw out the Pokemon and then you battle as the Pokemon, a la, like, Pokemon Tournament. And past that is one thing that a lot of people who say that have never even touched Pokemon Tournament, Pokken Tournament, have, like, never actually touched Pokken Tournament, and they're saying that. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. What is there, however, I do genuinely believe, is a, this is a matchup, alright. What I do genuinely think, however, is a, like, I feel like that just, like, get tiring. Like, I think on paper that sounds cool, like, but, like, at the same time, it's like, in practice, that sounds like it'll just get tedious after a while. Like, maybe there'll be, like, a dumb fun to one-shotting a bunch of low-level stuff, but at the same time, I can't help but see it as, like, that'll just get boring after a while. And I feel like if you were to say half the stuff... Oh, it's Silverwind? Don't get an Omniboost from that, please. Okay, good. I feel like if people were to say half the stuff they say about Pokemon in terms of how they should completely dish being a turn-based RPG, like, as, like, any other series, it'd be, like... I feel like their responses would be very different, but, you know, it's Pokemon, so... Kinda, yeah. I'll leave it at that. Ooh, this would be a good matchup if I wasn't burned and at low HP. So instead, let's go to that's rock round, or at least rock. So Flowey. There we go. Shorter would also be pretty decent there, but let's go with Flowey. But yeah. Hot takes aside. I feel like the general game, like, I do think, like, the actual like, combat mechanics of a, Pokemon, like, I think the only thing that really needs to change about those, which Arceus did really well, was like, just streamline some of it and make it a bit more speedy, and however, like, actually catching Pokemon, that's something I've dreamed of for years. That was like man, I wish this is the thing that came to Pokemon. In fact, they came true, and I think they pulled off pretty well. Like, there are definitely some rough edges with Arceus, like, undeniably so. I think that like, there's some weird hitbox shenanigans sometimes, and past that as well, there's, like, a range limit on, like, how far you can throw Pokeballs sometimes. Which sounds weird when I say that, but essentially, like, you could throw a Pokeball, but then if it goes past a certain point, it just won't have the chance of catching a Pokemon, which is really, like, backwards to me. Like, when considering there's literally a ball in the game that literally is, like, its whole deal is to act as, like, a long-range thing, you know? Like, it's like the Feather Ball or something like that, like, in that nature. Oh, whoops, okay. Well, I didn't even do that. Hey, Delibird. Neat little fella. But, yeah, it's like... And it's sometimes, like... Because, like, the whole deal of it, right, is that it's supposed to be super long range, it flies really fast, and... Like, this is, like, a weird thing aiming it to, like, for some reason, like, it technically, when you throw it, it's, like, underneath the crosshair, which is weird, and I don't think that's intentional, but it is something that does occur, and I guess by proxy it's worth noting. And sometimes you throw that thing, and, like, it doesn't even, like, taper off, right? It's not like you throw it, and then it starts to taper off, and then that doesn't count for it working. It literally just keeps going straight, and then it's like, oh, it just didn't work for catching it. I don't mean it didn't work for catching it, like, oh, it went the ball, but every single time will break out. I mean, it literally just bounce off the Pokemon, and it's like, it's kind of stupid, so I hope that they get rid of that, or refine it, so it's like, I kind of get they don't want people, like, to stand up, like, on the top of a cliff or something like that, and then just kind of huck Pokeballs at, like, some random level 40 Alpha Pokemon, and then try doing that early. Even though catching the funny Alpha Pokemon early, way before you're supposed to, is, like, a lot of fun with Arceus. Like, man, I never thought I'd like Rapidash a lot, and it's not one of my personal favorites, but I have grown a bit of a fondness for it, purely because of of Arceus. In regards to just being a random Alpha one out there, I thought it was just something funny. That I spent, like, a little more than an hour, probably, like, trying to catch it, and I managed to do it. Like, it wouldn't listen to me, obviously, initially, until I got, like, more stars and whatnot. But even though, it's just the fact of having it, I thought was just kind of empowering in, like, a general sense. And I was like, that's just cool, you know? Like, that's just, like, a genuinely cool thing, at least in my opinion. about how that works, and I was like, the fact that they let you catch it. Like, obviously though for alphas, unless they're like, I don't know the exact things at play, but like, oh, okay. That's fine. I'm pretty sure that was your last Pokemon, so thanks, actually, that saved me time. But like, for certain... Oh, never mind, it wasn't. Hyzoroar. This is I just got Mementoed, so I kind of have to switch out, and my fighting type kind of is a bit in peril. And there's a Psychic type, a nice... Alright, let's see that. But like, for some Alpha Pokemon, before a certain point, which I would assume is based off of star rank. I cannot say for certain. Please know I am not like an expert. Ooh, that's scary, actually. I am by no means an expert on it, so I could be completely wrong. We're pretty sure like it's tied to your star rank for Alpha Pokemon. And with that in mind, like, you have to be like a certain star rank before you can catch them in like the overworld, but you can still catch them in battle. So like a fun thing with that was that like I essentially, my whole team, like barring my starter, was essentially like a Switch Army knife of different... Oh my god, that was close. That was really close, actually. It was essentially just meant to act as like a Swiss Army knife of different statuses from like poison and paralysis. As to be sure I can catch or defeat something. So like the first time I actually took down the Rapidash, I wasn't able to actually like beat it. Or by beat it I mean catch it, but I was able to beat it via poison, and like they gave me some pretty potent EXP candy early on. So I was like able to, so before like even leaving, like, because obviously I did catch it, I mentioned earlier, like I caught it after the fact. Oh, Steelix. Like I caught it, like, you know, I caught it, well no, I didn't catch it after the fact. I caught it when oh, this is a bad mention. When I was trying to catch it, I caught it, like, eventually, right? And from doing that and like a bunch of other ones that I really had, frankly, no business even really attempting to do at that point in the game. Like, my team was kind of jacked. Like, almost like my entire team was like essentially fully evolved at that point. Like, I had a fully evolved starter, I caught not only a Luxray that was like at the top of a mountain after getting Weirdeer, because like I forced my way up a mountain over there. But even greater than that was that it was also a shiny Pokemon too, which, to my knowledge, is also the first time that a shiny Pokemon spawned for me that, to my knowledge, like didn't have any form of shiny buff to it, because I didn't have the shiny charm yet because I was still in the first area, and you have to be in the post game for that, obviously. Like, you have to catch every single Pokemon. And possibly in Arceus' case, also get them all to level 10 at minimum. It's been a while since I played it, but oh, this is alright. Thanks for weakening me a lot, Steelix, for that. You know, because like you know, you have to like I think you have to level 10 every Pokemon. Luckily, you don't have, it doesn't make you perfect every single entry, but you get them on level 10. I think to be able to get the shiny charm in that game. And while there is the whole, oh, you get them to level 10 and then they get like a shiny boost, but I didn't have that either, and so I just found like literally a full odds Luxray, which was really cool. And I thought that Luxray, to be honest, was kind of a bit of an overrated Pokemon, all things considered. And wasn't to say that was bad either, right? Like I didn't think of that. Oh, but like I get why it's popular, but like but catching that shiny and then also using it for my whole playthrough, it made me really like Luxray a lot more than I did originally. So it was just a fun experience all in all. What can I say? Alrighty, anyway, back to this real quick. Let's just get rid of the Medicham. Get out of here, pal. You have pretty bad bulk, if memory serves me, and got a critical hit, so I'm assuming most things don't survive a critical hit from Magma. Keyword most, because I wouldn't be surprised if there was something that did, but, you know. But yeah, Arceus, just great game all around. For those, I guess, who haven't played a Pokemon game in a while, and they want something new, go play Arceus. It's just genuinely great. Like, really good time. Like, there's some rough edges, sure, but like, it's really fine all in all. Oh! Wait up! I'll battle with you before you take on the Pokemon League. The more Pokemon battles you have, the stronger you get, right? Oh, we're just getting into it. Okay. Alright, so here we go! I'm pretty sure our final battle against Hugh! I think we got through the victory road pretty fast here, not gonna lie. Pachirisu! Something World Championship from a time that I was not aware of until, I think, a little after the fact. Pachirisu, like, yeah, I don't know, he's looking into some pendant stuff now, clearly. I don't see a reason not to swap into Magma for this, just because then we're immune to electric, so I feel like that's a safe thing to do. Alright, let's see how this goes then, huh? Alright. Set up the drought. Also, Magma's like literally a 1 level away. Discharge, we're immune to it. Alright, so go for the Earthquake. This, I would assume, one-shot it, but this thing did tank Breako Meteor, so, but I guess this is for effective in Groudon, so I feel like, yeah, taking a Salamence or Garchomp or whatever dragon type it was, Breako Meteor is probably easier than that. Maractus. Okay. Interesting team. Some cute Pokemon, gotta say. Solar. No. Magma, you're fine. Magma, you're fine. Magma, you're fine. Magma, you're fine. You have EVs. No! No! My second favorite Pokemon! What? How? Oh my god. I thought about Solar Beam, but I thought that Magma would have either outsped or it would have... Oh my god. That sucks! Oh my god. Oh, that's very bad. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, well, we're not weak to it, and our special defense is better. Oh, did I just... What the fuck? Oh, okay. Double Sunday. Okay. Oh my god. This is chlorophyll. It has chlorophyll. Oh my god, I think it has chlorophyll. Oh my god, sweet devil. I should have just stayed in the Flowey. I should have just stayed in the Flowey. Oh, now he sent out his starter, huh? 60. Oh. In the sun! Oh. This is very... I cannot send out Ghidorah yet. I can't have him... I need him to actually be strong for this. Okay. Zen Headbutt. I mean, we've been immune to that, but I'm playing this safe. I have no choice but to play this safe. Okay. That... Alright. Wait, is the Sun still active? Yes, oh, it's right. Weather's Infinite in Generation 5, so Dragon Breath. Let's have that Solely go to work. You're faster than Latios?! I know there's a 4-level difference, but still! Okay. That... I saw the move coming from miles away! Okay, we should be fine. Is that how... We'll heal. Luckily, I remember, as I quickly pull out my phone to be completely sure about the rules of the Nuzlocke, that we allow healing items. At least I never specifically said that a, Okay, process. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'll be safe. I'll heal. I'll heal. Oh, okay. Yeah, just JJ and rules for the Nuzlocke, nickname, land counter, wild, blah blah blah. Yep, okay. Items are fair game, except for X items. Those I just don't like using in journals because I think they're broken. Okay. Paralyzed, that's good. Jesus, oh, I don't want to use an item. All right. Dragon Breath. Okay. And that goes Victini. Alright, that was a... Oh god. Sunday. Kabutops. Yeah, I guess we just stay in. I don't want to risk anything. JJ should be fine for one attack at the very least. Is this his last one already? It might be... Okay, Lucky Para / should be fine, even if crits. We'll put everything in this line for this move, right partner? Alright, that should do it. Oh my god, we lost Magma. We lost Magma. Phew, you really were something. You murdered my boy! You killed him! Kai, thanks to you, I accomplished what I set out to do during my journey. I wish I could have shown you my little sister's huge smile. This is my thanks. Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot. I think you're really amazing. So become the champion. Get the proof that you're a trainer your Pokemon can be proud of. See you! Have fun being the championship that Groudon. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. And with that, that wraps up this episode. I don't think I ever actually got a chance to say what the goal was, because I kept distracting myself, but the goal was to reach the Elite Four Championship by getting past the Victory Road. Next time on Pokemon White 2 Randomizer, we've reached Unova Zenith, and now we're gonna truly stand at the top of it too. See y'all next time. Have a good one, all that. Peace.